Right guys, hope you're all well. Mr. Horton here. This is your lesson 3, so today we're going to be focusing on doing some cricket. Right, so for your warm-up game, we're going to play a game called head, shoulders, knees, toes and ball. So what you're going to need is you just need a ball or something, an object to put in the middle so you can run towards. So you might use a teddy, you can use a cushion again, a pair of socks, anything you've got at home, just acting as that object. So what will happen, you will go through head, shoulders, knees and toes. As soon as the person says ball, you've got to react to it and try and get to the ball and pick it up as fast as you can. So it should look something like this.
Head, shoulders, knees, toes, ball.
So run, get the ball, pick it up and just put it back down. Okay, so moving on to our main activities. The first activity we're going to do is a game called head, shoulders, knees and ball. So if you've not got a ball at home, don't worry, you can easily use a pair of rolled up socks. So how this game works is you're going to throw the ball up in the air, you're going to do the actions, so head, shoulders and knees, and you're going to try and catch the ball before it hits the floor. So it should look something like this. You're going to throw the ball up in the air, you go head, shoulders, knees, you're going to try and catch the ball before it hits the floor. Catching a ball, it's important that we make that cup in our hand. It's important because if you throw the ball up and you don't make that cup, it could easily just drop out of your hands. So when you're throwing the ball up in the air, you need to keep your eye on the ball, so watch it all the way, so watch it go up and come back down, but also get ready and make that cup with your hand so it doesn't escape. Okay, so for a little bit of a challenge, all we're going to do is you're going to practice hitting the ball against the wall and using that cup action that we've just done in order to catch the ball, okay? So all you need is a ball and a wall to throw against. So you're going to get yourself set, so nice bent knees looking at the wall. You're going to practice throwing against the wall, making sure you hit that cup with our hands. We're going to see how many it can do in 30 seconds. Okay, so moving on to our second activity. So this activity is going to focus on the bowling aspects of cricket. So how I want you to set it up is I want you to make a square using some cones. If you've not got cones, that's fine. You could use a water bottle, you can use some cushions, some socks, just something you can make a square out of. And then have the marker on the other side acting as your line where you can bowl from. Okay, so for this activity we're going to practice bowling inside of the square. Okay, so for this exercise you could use the cricket ball. So all you want to do is you're going to have your arm out, you're going to come all the way around with your arm, try to keep it as close as you can to your head and let go at the end. Or if that's too hard for you, you might just want to practice using either an overarm throw or an underarm throw. Okay, so it should look something like this. You're going to stand on your marker, you're going to look where your target is or your square, and you're going to practice the 3 types of throws. You're going to try and see if you can get it into the target each time. So we might start off with an underarm throw, throwing it into the square, go and get your ball. Then you might practice the overarm throw, so getting used to the distance and the square. So you might go overarm, throw it into the square, we'll get your ball, and as you start to feel more comfortable, you might practice the cricket throw, okay? So throwing it into the square, trying to hit the target each time, and see how many you can get. Okay, so now you've got used to bowling inside of the square, what you're going to do now, you're going to put 2 extra markers inside of the square, okay? So you're going to practice using the throws. You don't have to go straight into the cricket throw, you could go back to either overarm throw or underarm throw. You're going to try and practice hitting the markers inside of the square. Okay? So you can sit on your marker line, you're going to look where the markers are inside the square, and you're going to try and hit them with the ball. Okay? You might practice one, you might go into another, trying to hit the markers. So don't worry if you can't hit them straight away. It may take some time. Practicing trying to hit the markers inside of the square. Okay, so for our final activity, we're going to do a game called football cricket. So for this game, you can either use a football, or if you've got one, you can easily use a bat and a ball. So how I want you to set this game up is you need a square marked out where the bowler can stand. You need a marker for where the kicker can stand. You also need something to act as your wickets. So what I use here is a bin or a tub, but you can use at home. And you need a second marker for where the kicker could run towards and use as a scoring system. So the kicker is going to stand on his marker, so just to the side of it so the bowler can see the wickets. He's going to bowl the ball in, and you're going to kick it away from them, and you're going to run your second marker, and you're going to see how many points you can get by the time the bowler has got it back into his hands. Okay, so how you can get the kicker out, you can either catch them out. So if I kick it up in the air and the bowler catches the ball, you're automatically out. But you can also get them out by hitting their wickets. So what I might do, you might roll the ball in, I might kick it, and as I'm running towards the marker, if I don't get back in time, you can hit the wickets and you will be out. So as soon as the ball has been returned back to the bowler, they can kick the ball in as soon as they get it. So you need to be back and ready in time for when the bowler hits the ball.